Climate adaptation is often just an afterthought. We must change that narrative and change our thinking to a mindset of a more holistic solution. It shouldn't be adaptation or mitigation, but adaptation and mitigation. Even if we do achieve anything close to the target of 1.5 degrees of global warming, we're still faced with significant climate change. We need to adapt, one way or the other. As the world moves towards net zero, adaptation and mitigation activities should be integrated together and approached with the same ferocity.
So what exactly is climate adaptation?
Climate adaptation refers to adjustments in ecological, social, or economic systems in response to actual or expected climate stimuli and their effects or impacts. The time to act is now. We must safeguard our future and support profitable investment into climate adaptation, and accept that adaptation is strategy and not charity. It ensures resilience, risk management, and supply chain support in the face of the climate crisis. Governments, corporations, and impact investors are missing out on the returns and increasingly damaging their value chains. The economic advantages of climate adaptation include consistent and increased agricultural production, higher household incomes, improved environmental services and long-term assets, and reduced vulnerability to extreme weather events. The World Resources Institute finds that every dollar invested in adaptation yields net economic benefits ranging from 2 to 10 US dollars.
The business case for climate adaptation investment.
Right now, only 1.6% of adaptation funds come from the private sector, but the World Bank states that investing in climate adaptation leads to returns with an average benefit-cost ratio of 4 to 1. The market for adaptation could be worth $2 trillion per year by 2026.
Collaboration for a climate-resilient future.
Gold Standard has partnered with Resilient Cities Catalyst to develop a new set of standard requirements aiming to incentivize, identify, and value projects or portfolios which support communities to adapt for future climate risks and mobilize investments for these projects. This will provide a basis for credible calculation of how avoided losses for projects can overcome some of these difficulties for funders and investors.
The case for action on climate adaptation.
Investing in climate adaptation is not only a moral obligation, but also a strategic move for business, investors and governments who recognize the role finance needs to play in addressing climate adaptation. By embracing adaptation, we can enhance resilience and safeguard assets. The moment to be a leading investor in adaptation is today. The benefits go beyond profits. They will help us to secure a sustainable future for us all.